Good morning, beautiful people. I hope all of you are well and thriving. Before you pick up that phone that's underneath your pillow or on your nightstand somewhere close by, the first thing you should do when you wake up in the morning is check in on your breath. Because our bodies, based on this really inhumane culture and society, are so used to always being on that we don't check in on our breath enough. Because no matter how much it feels like you need to immediately check that work email, no matter how much it feels like you need to immediately get on Instagram or Facebook to check what's the next hottest thing, no matter how much it feels like it is urgent, like it is mandatory to check, I encourage you to ignore this feeling and choose your breath for at least 5 minutes, the first 5 minutes of you waking up. Do intentional breath work and reclaim your story in your body. Because a lot of us whom have lived our lives for years stuck in survival mode have lost our stories because we forgot to breathe. A lot of us right now as we speak are breathing on someone else's time instead of our own. And I want you to really think about that. And as you sit with that, I want you to always remember and never forget that behind every deep breath, there is a wall waiting to be knocked down. And behind that wall is new life, information, and worthiness. And we are always all worthy. This worthiness that I speak of exists far outside of the parameters of any Puritist dogma I can preach to you. For it is our impurities that make us worthy, contrary to popular belief. Once you are able to acknowledge these impurities of who you are, who you really are, is when you begin to realize that the Puritist dogma we've all been indoctrinated under, predicated heavily off of Eurocentric standards, was never concerned with giving you a God that cared for self-love. Culturally speaking, as a society, we were provided with a God that was concerned far more with you holding the knife behind your back and holding the cross in front of you than a God that is concerned with why or what brought you to have either or in your hands to begin with. It is the latter that we must begin to breathe into when it comes to self-love. Become curious again about the inquiry of self. Become insatiably curious about who you are again. And choose right here, right now, to breathe on your own time for once, instead of someone else's. Love you, and have a great day.